Hey, jewelry maker! How would you like to feel like a master at manipulating wire? What would it be like to wear stunningly beautiful handmade jewelry crafted by your own two hands that not only gets heads turning and people inquiring, but is also the highest of quality, strong, durable, and well made? And what if you not only made these gorgeous pieces yourself, but you made them easily, without frustration, and without struggling with the wire techniques, so that the process was exciting and enjoyable? Imagine enjoying every second from the moment you pick up your pliers to the end when you try on your completed piece of jewelry and lovingly admire your artistry in the mirror. If you're a beginner, you know how overwhelming and frustrating it can be to learn a new technique as complicated as wire working. In the information age, we are swimming in knowledge, but a lot of that information is shallow and much of it frustratingly unusable or incomplete. With our free time dwindling, we don't want to sift through hundreds of blogs, books, and magazines looking for information that works. You know that you can find loads of projects for inspiration, but trying to follow instructions with those tiny little basics, hand drawings at the end of the magazines is laughable and frustrating. Those instructions are great for just identifying what a wrapped loop is, for example, but hopelessly frustrating for someone learning how. What you really want to know is how you can get great results working with wire without loads of practice, frustration, and wasted wire. And if you're experienced at wire work, I bet there are techniques that you struggle with and jewelry making techniques that you would like to learn. Maybe you need to troubleshoot your existing techniques and do away with inconsistency in loop size, or learn how to prevent tool dings in your wire. Or maybe you'd love to save money by working in a way that produces less waste. Something that is especially important if you're working with expensive precious metals such as gold and silver. You don't want another book or magazine filled with new projects, and you don't want poor quality illustrations that simply make things more confused instead of making things clearer. I'm Christine Gearer, and I love working with wire. It's been my good fortune to spend many years building a solid knowledge base. I've spent, no word of a lie, thousands of dollars on course books and magazines and devoured everything I could that could help me learn to work with the wire better. I've spent countless hours experimenting and looking for help to move forward, and I found bits from this book and bits from that. But I could see that what was really missing was a guide that focused on the fundamental techniques for successful wire jewelry making. That's why I put together Wirework Secrets for Jewelry Makers. As I planned it out, I knew I wanted to fill that lack, the lack of really good, meaty, detailed information, the almost complete lack of troubleshooting information, the somewhat hard-to-find metal and gauge information, and tips and tricks that one only learns through long experience, all in one place. So that's what I did. You no longer have to hunt for the information, and you don't have to buy tons of different books or subscribe to many magazines. You don't have to spend hours sifting through hundreds of blogs, websites, and forums for help. You can get all the information you need in one place. Imagine the time and frustration saved when you shortcut the trial and error. You'll never have to wonder, struggle, and research again with Wirework Secrets, guiding you through the many different ways to make sure your design works. If you've ever seen handmade jewelry that just sends shivers up your spine, but you felt that you couldn't do it because you didn't understand the techniques, well, now you can. With Wirework Secrets for Jewelry Makers, you'll know what techniques were used and how to do them yourself, and you'll find complex and confusing wire problems magically become super simple. Once you master these basics, you'll be amazed at where your creativity can take you. So let's get down to what you get. Wirework Secrets for Jewelry Makers is jam-packed with practical advice that helps you master the essentials and could teach you new and improved techniques if you're a more experienced jewelry maker. Useful things that you'll discover in this book include step-by-step walkthroughs for the most commonly used wire techniques. You get lots of pro tips throughout and clear images for both lefties and righties. Tips and tricks to improve your quality exponentially for experienced jewelry makers. An extensive troubleshooting guide to diagnose, address, and prevent problems. This guide was created entirely by asking over 300 wire workers what wire problems they struggled with, so you know the information is comprehensive. Clearly and simply explained systems for effortlessly perfecting your technique. Amazing simple shortcuts to make your creation stronger and more durable. Money-saving solutions for cutting down on costly wire waste. Expert advice on tool buying and how to use common household items for even more cost savings. Want some specifics? Here are some specific questions I tackle. What should you do to make jump rings firmer and stronger so they never open up? What simple hand movement means you'll never worry about tool marks ever again? how to use a Sharpie to make perfect loops every time. You also get these wonderfully helpful bonuses: the bonus coaching session audio and PDF notes. Listen to a free 45-minute coaching session to learn things like why different metals behave so differently, and how to choose between copper, silver, brass, nickel, silver, and gold. Why some findings snap so easily and how to avoid this. Why copper wire won't harden as much as other metals and what to do about it. And how to cut wire that is too thick for your cutters. The Wire Exposed Special Report. You'll get a copy of my Wire Exposed reference guide that many tell me that is even more valuable than the ebook itself. You'll learn my gauge system for choosing the perfect wire every time, which temper of wire to use, what shape of wire to use, which metal you could use and why, my hot supplier resource list. These are the suppliers I personally use myself, so you can be sure there's a good value for the money. I love bargains and actually feel sick to my stomach if I feel like I'm paying too much. And they have great service. Phew, that's a lot of good stuff. With the information in this book and with the option to access my exclusive videos, you'll be amazed at the improvements you can make to the way you create wire jewelry, even if you've been doing it for years. So now it's time to decide. Time to decide if you want to stay at the level you're at, or if you want to master wire work and really let your creative ability shine. When you click Buy Now, you'll get instant access to the invaluable information in this guide to wire jewelry making. You'll get a load of bonuses jam-packed with a mountain of useful techniques and projects. Plus, you'll be completely covered by my ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose and so much to gain at absolutely no risk. Imagine transforming your approach to wire work. Whether you're a newbie or an old hand, try it out today. Simply click on the big orange button below to order right now. Your purchase is absolutely guaranteed to help you improve your wirework jewelry making or your money back. No questions asked. Click on the big orange button below right now.